We also are the parents of a teacher, a firefighter, and a daughter who's married to a dairy farmer who's going to be losing their badge of care if this bill goes through. So we encouraged our kids to go into these honorable professions, and now they're getting screwed for it. Not fair.
What are you doing here today with this piece of technology?
I'm here to protest the proposed budget bill from Scott Walker to really support the educators, the teachers, and the schools here in Wisconsin.
Can you talk about this medium that you're using to get the message out?
Well, I figured so far I've had a lot of different messages, so I had to use some flexible technology so that I can keep changing the message for Mr. Walker. It was a toy, and then I said, well, you know what? I could actually put a Keystone PowerPoint type presentation together, and then I can say a couple different things at the same time. Draws attention. Nighttime, it's easier to read, and really let people know.
What do you mean, hey Walker, you're not Reagan?
Well, I think that there's a power play going on where I think he believes that he is doing the right thing and that he's going to bust up the unions and take some power away. And that's just not where we're at right now. It's a different situation. It's a whole different time. And to even refer to himself as being like Reagan in his phone call is just it's a nonsense to me. So I think that education is something that we need to take pride in. We need to dump more resources into it. It's the only stimulus plan that really ultimately works. The return on investment with education is what we see around us. We have America. We have a beautiful Capitol building here, and that's all built on education. You're very welcome.
I'm an adjunct instructor at Lakeshore Technical College in Cleveland, Wisconsin, and actually this bill would, the passage of this bill would help my job because it would no longer require me to pay union dues. However, it's not really about me and my personal agenda. This is about workers' rights, and regardless of whether or not I'm required to pay, I will pay because I'm proud to be part of a union and proud to stand in solidarity with my brother and sister teachers here in Madison.
Even though you're an adjunct teacher,
Yeah.
And it would help you.
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't about, sometimes you don't have to always think about the dollar, you don't always have to think about the profit motive. This is about what's right and what's right for Wisconsin and right for our students and our teachers.
And we are friends, but we usually disagree on things and have arguments, and this time we're not. We're in agreement that this is a terrible bill, and unfortunately for the state of Wisconsin, they've got a terrible governor. Yes, I am a member of United Auto Workers, and I think that the unions across the nation are the last bulwark that we have against the opportunity for the Republicans, especially the far right-wing Republicans, to take over our wonderful country. Yes, I am a member of United Auto Workers, and I think that the unions across the nation are the last bulwark that we have against the opportunity for the Republicans, especially the far right-wing Republicans, to take over our wonderful country.
And why is this important to you?
Well, I'm not a union member now, but I used to be, but I find it very important because I think this is just a stepping stone. I mean, and it is starting from state to state, and it's something that we need to participate in to show we care, to show we stand, that we're for the unions, we're for the teachers, and we need to stop Walker.
So what's going on here?
Well, Walker, one of the things he said right after he proposed his budget bill was that you'd have to be in a coma not to have seen this coming.
He said he was going to balance the budget. He didn't say he was going to do it in the backs of state workers and collective bargaining.
Oh, this is everything for me because I figure if this goes through and it starts there, it's just the beginning of the end for any of the unions across the state. So it means a lot to me. You know, I wouldn't be up here on a Sunday giving my time if it didn't mean something to me, you know.
What does it mean for you to be part of a union?
I just, I don't believe that a corporation should be able to tell me, what I'm going to do and take things away as they see fit. So a union's just my way of standing with other people that work as hard as I do and like the same things that I do to get what we're earning and get what's coming to us.
Today is my 60th birthday, and this is what I chose to do today. We are small business owners in Baraboo, Wisconsin, and this bill has already profoundly affected our business. We are home builders, and we have already lost 2 contracts. We were going to build for teachers and for a prison guard.
Over the course of the last 27 years or so, we've built a good business, and the bulk of our business has been with average, hard-working Wisconsinites and Americans in general. We have built over a 3-state area, and so, but the people that are most impacted by this draconian legislation are our clients. And I think the thing that has somehow been downplayed or maybe even missed in a little bit is the impact that this is going to have on the economy of Wisconsin. Just as we're starting to emerge from this terrible recession, this is going to have a profound impact on the buying power of all of these middle-income people.
And what people don't realize is that not only do we not get the contract to build these folks a timber frame home, but the stonemasons, the electricians, the plumbers, the HVAC people, the sheetrockers, the painters, all of those people, the plumbers, electricians, they're all profoundly affected. So it's like pulling fabrics out, threads out of a whole fabric and expecting the cloth to remain whole. It cannot remain whole. This affects our entire community.
I think that part of what Sue mentioned are union laborers. I mean, most electricians, plumbers, etc. are members of unions. We are not a union shop and never have been, but the fact of the matter is that this bill affects labor in general. We really feel that it's a terrible assault on labor or work in general. We've both worked our entire lives and worked very, very hard for the things that we've received, and so are all of the people that we build for, you know, in the same category. But I really feel that people work very, very hard, and this is terrible that we should have to bear the brunt of this legislation.
You know, and we're just an 8-person little shop. Been in business for 27 years. We also have another business where we employ two massage therapists to go around to corporations. They're also profoundly affected by this. Our oldest daughter is a teacher. Her husband is a teacher. It affects them. My father was a union electrician. My mother was a union coil winder. I grew up in a strong union family. When I worked at the Sauk County Courthouse for 15 years as the criminal clerk in the clerk of court's office, and again as a judicial assistant for 3 different judges, I was a Teamster. So union runs strong in our family. And we just think this whole bill is going to be devastating for union workers and for non-union small businesses like we are. It will affect each and every one of us in a profound way. Our daughter makes probably $40,000 a year. This will take a huge cut out of her salary. Our grandsons will not be able to afford karate classes, piano lessons, the local guitar lessons that he takes. That'll be affected. Each and every segment, gymnastics for our granddaughter, all those things will be gone. That decimates our small community.
I think the other part is the whole educational component. We know already that the things that are typically cut out of school budgets in times like this are the things that hit people's souls, that enrich our society. You know, things like music and art programs and drama programs. Those are the things that will end up being cut, and those are the things that are so important for the health of a rich society. And these are the things that we're afraid are going to be missing in our kids' lives and will affect society in general.
And have you been to a lot of these rallies?
We have been to 9 rallies so far at the Madison Capitol. That's an hour drive back and forth each way for us. We've also been at 2 in Baraboo, and we plan on attending one in the Dells at the Kalahari tomorrow morning when Governor Walker's bus tour comes through. We'll be there.